television with a lot of extra knobs and a cord that ends in a large microphone type thing. And he begins to run this over her abdomen. And I'm looking. I'm wanting to see the baby. And he turned around to me after he got something on the screen. He said, "There. See the baby?" And I wanted to. That's why I came. I was trying. Everybody else in the room could see the baby. I was the only person couldn't see the baby. The nurses, my wife, are all going, "Oh, Lord." And I was smiling right along so they wouldn't know. I go, "Yeah." Meanwhile, I was thinking, that's Doppler radar. I know what that is. He gave me a printout of the picture all week long. People came up, "Did you find out, is it a boy or a girl?" I'd say, "It is a cold front as far as I can tell." But it was an exciting time. And the doctor sat down with us, and he spoke to my wife, and he said, "Now, based on health history and all the things that are factors here, here are some of the risks you need to be aware of. And here are some of the things I want you to do to try to minimize those risks." And she was a good patient. She followed his directions to the letter. But at no point did he say, "And then all the risks will disappear." You had to accept there was a certain level of risk. You did what you could to minimize it, but you had to accept a certain level of risk. And if I told you I didn't think about those things, I wouldn't be telling you the truth. I did. I thought about them, prayed about them. I was concerned about my wife's health, certainly the health of the child. And yet that wasn't how either one of us behaved. We behaved in a way that was celebration. It was anticipation. It was joy. I watched my wife go through this process, and there were some rough days, but for the most part, it was a very uplifting, anticipatory, celebratory experience. And I began to ask myself, why? Why is she able to do that? Why am I able to do that? You know what it really came down to? It came down to a choice. The results we get in our lives come from the choices we've made somewhere along the line. And the choice in her case, and then subsequently in mine, was a choice of focus. A choice of focus, and instead of focusing on all the change, on all the possibilities for risk, we focused instead on the hope of life that would come at the end of all that waiting. And because of that, we had 9 months of joy, anticipation, and celebration instead of 9 months of fear, anxiety, and dread, and what if.